Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. Not get a chance to return. Turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Block 15! Hey, tight down. There you go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Gordon happy to be back in the fold after reporting to the Chargers on September 26. And, you know, the fan base is happy to have Melvin Gordon back as well. Week 5, his first game back, 12 carries, 31 yards. And he certainly figures to be the bell cow in that backfield for the Chargers going forward. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Second down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback.
And he goes down. The Ravens Ravens able to get to him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line. Let's go.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers gets it to Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Gordon on first down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
180. Red. Watch tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Push him back.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
Rivers pass. Intended for Keenan Allen. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. On 2nd and 9, Jackson flush to his right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here we go with Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson, options out left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Roberts got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Hill. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards taking it in. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. He's got it to Williams. 23 yards the pickup there. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
12 yards there and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing is Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. On the return, it's King. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Hey, listen.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Gordon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards to pick up there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon, and able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he fouled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. He's back to throw. They complete it to Hill. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throwing now is Jackson. And that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, being chased out left. He may try and run for this. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
57.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.